will he really find this faith on the earth? Luke 18:8. The implication is that such faith may not be common when Christ arrives. Some who are listening to Jesus feel self-assured in their faith. They trust in themselves that they are righteous, whereas they look down on others. To such ones, Jesus directs this illustration. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood and began to pray these things to himself, "O God, I thank you that I am not like everyone else. Extortioners, unrighteous, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give the 10th of all things I acquire." Luke 18:10-12. 2 great needs. Prayer and humility. Luke 18:1-14, 220. The Pharisees are known to make public displays of their seeming righteousness. They do so to impress others. The usual occasions for their self-imposed fasts are on Mondays and Thursdays, the days large markets are busy, when many will see them. And they scrupulously pay a tithe of even small plants. Luke 11:42. A few months earlier, they expressed their contempt for the common people, saying, "This crowd who do not know the law according to the Pharisees' view are accursed people." John 7:49. Jesus continues his illustration. But the tax collector, standing at a distance, was not willing even to raise his eyes heavenward but kept beating his chest, saying, "O God, be gracious to me, a sinner." Yes, the tax collector humbly acknowledges his shortcomings. Jesus concludes, "I tell you, this man went down to his home and was proved more righteous than that Pharisee. Because everyone who exalts himself will be humiliated, but whoever humbles himself will be exalted." Luke 18:13-14. Thus Jesus makes clear the need to be humble. That is beneficial counsel for his disciples, who have been reared in a society in which the self-righteous Pharisees stress position and rank. And it is valuable counsel for all of Jesus' followers. Illustration of the persistent widow, the Pharisee and the tax collector. Jesus makes what point in his illustration of the unrighteous judge who grants the widow's request? What faith will Jesus look for when he arrives? Jesus' followers need to avoid what attitude common among the Pharisees. 94:221. From Galilee, Jesus and his disciples cross the Jordan River and take the route southward through Perea. When Jesus was last in Perea, he had stated for the Pharisees the divine standard on divorce. Luke 16:18. Now they raised that subject to test Jesus. Moses wrote that a woman could be divorced over something indecent on her part. Deuteronomy 24:1. There are differing views as to what constitutes grounds for divorce. Some believe that rather minor issues are included. So the Pharisees ask, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife on every sort of grounds? Matthew 19:3. Rather than appeal to human opinion, Jesus masterfully refers to God's design of marriage. Have you not read that the one who created them from the beginning made them male and female and said, "For this reason a man will leave his father and his mother and will stick to his wife, and the two will be one flesh. So that they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has yoked together, let no man put apart." Matthew 19:4-6. When God instituted marriage between Adam and Eve, he did not make provision for dissolving their marriage. The Pharisees take issue with Jesus, saying, "Why, then, did Moses direct giving a certificate of dismissal and divorcing her?" Matthew 19:7. Jesus tells them, "Out of regard for your hard-heartedness, Moses made the concession to you of divorcing your wives, but that has not been the case from the beginning." Matthew 19:8. That beginning was not in Moses' day. It was when God originated marriage in Eden. Then Jesus presents an important truth. "I say to you that whoever divorces his wife, except on the grounds of sexual immorality Greek, Paul Middle.Nea, and marries another commits adultery." Matthew 19:9. Sexual immorality is thus the only scriptural grounds for divorce. The disciples are moved to say, if that is the situation of a man with his wife, it is not advisable to marry. Matthew 19:10. Clearly, one contemplating marriage should